Every Friday afternoon provides the same problem. Going through an Excel table, having to use complex formulas and pivot tables, formulas not working, or formatting not a correct way for management. Reporting is complicated and takes a lot of time and energy. Manual workarounds is always recurrent. All this to have the final report being reviewed within 5 to 10 minutes. This is not a productivity problem. It is the system that is not functioning at full capacity. If you have ever felt the pain of preparing a report, this video is for you. Because a dashboard should write itself. Welcome to the engine room. Most people don't hate reporting. They hate the complexity of it and the time it takes out of their day. The same formulas not working or pivot tables that do not convey clear data, always having to amend formatting rules manually. Worst, you have to manually reset the report every single time someone asks for a slightly different shade of green or one additional column or information. The friction isn't the analysis. The friction is the manual preparation. A spreadsheet is like a blank canvas, and every Friday you paint the same picture from scratch. That's not leverage. That's repetition dressed up as diligence. Here's what we're solving today. One raw data sheet. Dates, products, units, revenue, targets. Nothing complicated. These are the kind of data set that lives in every sales team's shared drive. Columns and rows of data. And the goal is simple. Transform that list of data into a live dashboard. KPI cards and a bar chart. We can even set a preconditional formatting and finally a tracking trend line. All of it can be generated automatically if you know the steps. This is easily built by Gemini and Apps Script, but importantly, it is run by you. Let me show you the starting point, a single tab called Raw Data, 15 rows across 5 columns, date, product, units, revenue, target. That's it. There are no hidden formulas and no named ranges, not even pre-built infrastructure. This is just flat data waiting for instructions. Here's where the system gets interesting. Gemini doesn't need you to be a programmer or for you to know how to code. It needs you to be a specific in normal English/French or any language. The prompt is the blueprint, and the quality of the dashboard is a direct result of the quality of the instruction. The prompt I'm about to show you is not a generic "build me a dashboard." It specifies every element. Specificity is your friend here. Total revenue in a KPI card top left. Total units sold in a KPI card top right. A bar chart titled Revenue by Product, pulling from columns B and D in the table, rendered as a column chart with a clean blue palette. Conditional formatting on the revenue column. Green for above target, red for below. A sparkline tracking weekly trend in the final row of each product group. The prompt names the tabs, names the ranges, names the chart types. Gemini isn't guessing. It's executing against a spec. Gemini returns code to fit in Apps Script, and that's where most people stop. They see the code, they hesitate, they decide the learning curve isn't worth it, and they go back to manual pivot tables. This is where most people misunderstand. You do not need to understand the code. You do not even need to know how to amend or write it. Apps Script is a lightweight environment that lives inside Google Sheets. No installation is required. No terminal to open and close. No dependency on other applications. You open extensions. You click Apps Script. You paste the code rendered by Gemini. You just hit run. The first time, Google may ask for authorization. That's not an error. That's the system asking if you trust the script to access your spreadsheet. You review the permissions, you grant them, and from that point forward, the script runs in seconds. What happens when you run it? The script opens a new tab, names it Dashboard, draws the KPI cards, renders the chart, applies the conditional formatting, inserts the sparklines. Every element we specified in the prompt, every KPI, every color rule, every chart title, materializes in a single execution. One paste, one click, one dashboard. Let me walk you through what just appeared. Top left, a KPI card showing total revenue. Clean, bold, instantly readable. No scrolling through raw data to find the sum. Top right, total units sold. Same card style, same instant clarity. Center screen, a column chart, revenue by product. 3 bars, Pro Plan, dominating. Starter and add-on visible for comparison. Chart title locked. Colors remain consistent. Axis labels correctly set. Below the chart, the raw data table, but now with conditional formatting overlaying the revenue column. Cells above target glow green, cells below target flag red. The performance signal is visual, not analytical. You don't read the numbers, you see the pattern. And tucked into the final row, a sparkline, a microchart running across the weekly revenue cells, compressed into a single cell, tracking the trend line without consuming screen real estate. This is not a dashboard you built. This is a dashboard you specified. AI is the tool. You are the manager. Now imagine there is new data that is required or amended data lands in your inbox. Same columns, same format. Only different numbers are to be analyzed. It is simple. No complex changes or new formulas. All you do is paste the new figures into the Raw Data tab. You go on Apps Script and click Run. The dashboard regenerates with the amended figures. No long manual rebuilding of the charts. No reapplying new conditional formatting. No need for rechecking that the sparkline range didn't shift by one row because someone inserted a new product last Tuesday. The script handles it all because the script doesn't care how many rows there are. It reads the range dynamically. It builds the dashboard against whatever data lives in raw data at the moment of execution. That is the difference between a dashboard and a dashboard engine. A dashboard is static. You build it once and it looks great, and then next week you update it manually. A dashboard engine is alive. This is the final installment of the AI Manager method. This is the reporting. The full build, every prompt, every line of app script, every chart setting is in the description. Timestamps for every phase so you can jump straight to the section you need. If you are suffering from the pain of reporting, this is the solution. Easy and quick. No fuss. This is not a shortcut, it is a system. Hit subscribe for more. Build the engine. I'll see you in the next one.